Hey guys, and welcome to the Busty Boys podcast. Eight of the Busty Boys podcast. Today is 8/25/2020. And tomorrow...
I thought it was 2021.
I wish. And tomorrow we have school. So...
God. Oh, God.
So yeah, we're gonna be in school. And it's gonna suck. And,
Even though our schedules are completely different this year, we're gonna somehow
Are
have to
we in
figure
the
out.
same, history
We're in the
class?
same classes. I think so. We're in some of the same classes, but we're at different times for some of them, like
Yeah.
math.
In English?
So math. Yeah, that's true. Oh, you have English 12. I know.
I have two
You're
Englishes,
ahead.
11 and 12.
Oh wow, you really killed yourself.
You didn't know that, dude?
No, I thought you did it over the summer or something.
Oh, you'd hear me
you're going
complaining
to
over the
die.
summer. I'm
feel
dead,
like-
yeah, I'm dead.
You're absolutely going to die.
Oh, yeah. That's why I said this year's gonna suck, dude. I have to do
I'm
100.
gonna check out a laptop so I can work at other places instead of just here.
Yeah, that's smart. I didn't get a Chromebook because I have a laptop.
Yeah, you have a laptop.
So yeah. God, it's gonna suck. Yeah. And I have environmental science with the scariest teacher in the world. He seems pretty chill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would like to hang out with that guy. Maybe
Oh,
you
yeah?
start. No,
Maybe shake.
That's a joke.
Maybe shake his hand. I don't know.
Yeah. I may have done that before, but I'm willing to do it again.
Yeah, and for me, it was the most traumatizing experience ever. All I see was his hand and then your hand, and the door's covering it perfectly where I couldn't see his body, like some anime supervillain.
Yeah,
It
for
was
people
horrible.
who don't know, I
So let me explain the
quote
joke.
unquote dated his daughter in the 7th grade, and then I broke up with her. And so to this day, I don't know if he hates me or not. I can see why he would, but also that was 4 years ago. Well,
You had red
I
hair
broke up
back
with her,
then.
3 years ago. I did.
Maybe he won't even recognize you.
That's true. He probably thinks I'm a different kid.
Yeah. So yeah, school's coming up. That's as far as that topic goes. Don't want to really talk about it that much.
I don't want to think about it. I don't.
So you guys went to Roaring Springs yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
How was it?
It was roaring and it was springy.
Was the weather nice?
Yeah, actually.
Was it?
Yeah. It just wasn't sunny, but it was pretty hot.
I don't think that's good weather. If I'll
That's
give
pretty good
my
weather.
input.
I mean, there was no chance for us to get sunburnt, and it was hot enough for us to get
Not
dry.
actually true, actually. It's kind of false.
There was no sun, Andrew. There is no way you
Just
can
because
prove
there
to me
is
that
no
we
sun
could've
doesn't
got
mean you could have
sunburned.
gotten burnt. It's still possible. The UV rays and shit.
It's not
killing
possible. It's not possible. There wasn't enough. There wasn't enough.
It's just smoke. I don't think it can protect you. In fact, I think the smog is killing you.
That's
Thank
true.
you,
We were
California.
standing on the line for one of the rides, and Nathaniel's like, I think the air quality. I think we need to go home. This is while we were in line for our first ride. Yeah,
it's been bad for the past week.
Yeah, that's true. I thought the world is just yeah, summer's over. F you guys.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, Roaring Springs was fun. All the rides were fun. We found the perfect trio, it seems like, because me, Nathaniel, and Trevor were literally 7 pounds below the maximum weight capacity.
Wow. Nice, dude.
Meaning that we got the sweet spot of weight. So on the big ride, there was this one where you go down and it skipped, and it totally skipped harder for us because of how much weight and momentum. It was great.
That ride's scary, dude. I know that one.
I
think that was my first ride. That was my
I think
first one
so
with you
too.
guys.
I
Yeah.
remember when you were in line and you're just like Andrew, you okay? And you're just like, yeah, I'm okay.
Yeah. Yeah. That one was fun though. Like it felt horrible going down on
It
the bumps
was
though.
that we totally did that like 3 times in a row at the very end.
I remember when we did the toilet bowl one a lot.
Oh
Looking
yeah.
back, that one was pretty boring.
I only did that one by myself because there was 3 of us.
Yeah.
And meaning I only went around once. So I just go, ooh. And
Oh,
then I go
really?
the whole, yeah. Because I have no weight.
Oh man.
So that ride was exceptionally lame for me.
Damn.
But on one of the other big family rides, right as we were going down, it's this big black tunnel. So I got down to a certain part. I looked at the lifeguard and said, "You're really hot." And since she couldn't see us anymore, and there was 3 guys, she couldn't tell which one of us said it. Meaning we couldn't, Nathaniel, we could not ride that ride anymore.
Oh, that's good. Is it the very, very big ride?
It's the other family ride. It's where it doesn't go straight down. It's a big loopy tunnel.
Yeah, I like that one. That one's pretty cool.
Then there was also the new ride.
I've never seen the new ride.
There's these parts where it looks like you can go in, spin around, and then go down. You can't though. It's just there for decoration, and it makes no sense to me.
What a design flaw, honestly. That's sad.
It is fun though. I'll give it that.
Yeah, I heard like
We also,
you guys went fast on it.
yeah, we went pretty fast.
You guys do the racing one?
The ones with the mats, yeah. So yeah, we did all of that. There was this girl who walked by Nathaniel. She seemed a little young for us, but she said, "My foot hurts," and Nathaniel kept making a big deal about it. At the very end, when we were like doing our last 2 rides, he's like, "I gotta see if her foot's okay." And then as they were walking out, Nathaniel almost screamed out, "Is your foot okay?" But he wouldn't do it, and I almost did it for him, but I
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, crazy time.
So there was also a fight.
Oh yes, preceding Roaring Springs, there was a fight. Our homie Nathaniel versus someone. They had some
Versus
beef
2
because
people, actually.
We'll get into that. Well, before that preceded this fight, the somebody basically, I feel like he's been talking about wanting to like fight someone for like years now, and I personally don't get it.
That's so strange.
I have to prove my masculinity, so I'm going to fight someone. Okay. Why? Why? Let me start a fight and then finish it, and I'm gonna be so cool. I'm totally not gonna look like an a-hole.
True, dude. He's
Anyways.
got to feel shame for that assist back there. Honestly,
It's true. So
I wouldn't see
they
why
got
not.
into beef because Nathaniel kept roasting him in the comments. First of all, I think Nathaniel could have done better in a funnier manner.
2 out of 10.
One of Nathaniel's roasts was, why is there so much hay? Are you guys at the circus? But I honestly don't remember seeing much hay at the circus.
That doesn't even make sense.
I don't remember seeing much hay at the circus, Nathaniel. I'm sorry, but I think you could have done better in that department. You could have called them pigs. That would have been better in
Why
my
is there so
opinion.
much hay? Y'all horses.
Y'all horses. Or there was another one where it was like, "Yo, where'd your neck go?" or something like that. And so, oops, got very angry at this. So he's like, "You want to fight?" And Nathaniel was like, "Okay." And so they finally
this
got
was nothing
to it.
about the Snapchat situation.
They just kept what Snapchat situation?
You're right. I forgot about it.
I'm very confused because all
Or
they
not?
do were just talking
Is this
trash.
Snapchat or the Instagram stories or something like that?
It's Instagram, the
Was it?
comments. That's where he's roasting him.
Well,
Yeah.
not the comments. I was talking about the, you know.
The somebody decided it was a good idea to fight Nathaniel, and after all of that, funny. So they agreed. They originally were gonna do it at my house. We decided against it, so they did it at Nathaniel's house. But before then, my guy and his crew shows up at my place, and I honestly was like, I really hope they aren't mad at me, because if there's 3 of them and I'm home alone right now, I might not be going to Roaring Springs. I may have brain damage.
So what were they there for?
But to use the sauna.
What?
Yeah, they just used the sauna, and the somebody was actually being pretty nice to me, which was kind of surprising. I was like, oh, okay. And so they get into the fight. Fight happens. It went as is expected. The somebody even knew he was going to lose. He told me, I quote, "I'm gonna get my ass handed to me."
Mm-hmm.
Or he went into details like, "Oh, Nathaniel's got the weight and I don't remember, something else on me, but I think I got the speed against him. But I don't know. I think I'm totally gonna get my ass kicked."
Little did he know,
Get into the
Nathaniel fought
fight.
like a ZH fight scene.
Yeah, it played out like a Zesty's fight scene with like literally the punch sounds that I heard literally sounded like the punch sound effects I recorded for Zesty Hate. Good to know I was realistic when I was beating myself.
Nice.
But unfortunately, once Nathaniel got the upper hand, some bitch had to run in and be like, "Oh, you can't," started beating Nathaniel.
You can't fight someone
like a fucking ape. So
he had a change of heart, and he was like, wait a minute. Fighting is bad, guys. Get
and
off
then
of
starts
him.
fighting.
Yeah.
But honestly, every time I think about that situation, it makes me hot and sweaty and want to like
It's horrible.
hurt someone.
Yeah,
I really want to. I can't. I shouldn't say this on the podcast, but I will be honest. If I ever see him, I can't make any promises that I won't slit his tire. I don't hate anybody. I don't hate this guy. But I really want to kick his teeth in. I really want him to break his nose. It would really make my day if he fell down the stairs and broke his neck. Like, that would make me genuinely happy. And I'm being serious.
Yeah, it's pretty
I
scary.
don't hate him, though.
I don't hate him, but if he were to die one day, I'd feel a little bit
That's
happy
too
that
far,
day.
man. That's too far.
You said break his neck. I don't think anyone's going to recover from that, dude.
Toby broke his neck in the office. He just couldn't move.
Barely alive.
He was paralyzed.
Barely.
Yeah, exactly. He couldn't move his entire body.
The small price to pay for hitting Nathaniel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good to know I care about Nathaniel more than I thought. Because seeing that happen really just made me angry that he was punching Nathaniel. If it was anybody else, I wouldn't care. Okay, that's a lie. If it was anybody like I didn't care about, I wouldn't care. But since it was one of my homies, it really frustrated me. And I really just hope he like gets in a car accident and like has to get plastic surgery.
But a non-fatal one, of course, right?
Exactly. But it would just make my day if he like hit the pavement with his face and like had to get plastic surgery and then looked like a fucking Barbie doll.
I think that's a plus, dude.
Or like he got sent to prison for like raping a kid, and everyone in prison.
That's a little too far.
I'm saying he did this.
You know what they do in prison to those guys, right?
Exactly. That's where I'm going with this. That would just make my day. I'm just saying. I'm being honest. But
people who haven't seen the fight be like, "This guy's going a little too far."
Yeah. So I'll go into as detail as possible. Nathaniel was on top of somebody. He got the upper hand, and he was gonna just beat down on him till he tapped out. He wasn't gonna like actually harm this person because Nathaniel didn't actually want to fight or cared that much. But so somebody already got a few hits off his face. Yeah, because until then, somebody was just gonna be a dick to Nathaniel, and be a jerk. And actually, after now, they're all cool now, which is surprising.
That really must say something about modern society.
And so, as soon as Nathaniel got the upper hand, his bitch of a cousin runs in and just starts smacking Nathaniel in the face. I like how he has to Call of Duty slide and just go in like that for the first hit. And it looks like he missed the first time.
It does.
I don't think he hit him. And then he just goes and slaps him like a bitch.
He was slapping him?
Oh no, it was to Nathaniel, it must have been slaps. According to Nathaniel, somebody who is younger and looks a bit skinnier hit harder than his. Well, and then so he comes in, beats Nathaniel until Nathaniel falls over. But the good thing about this is Nathaniel's like, yo, he hits like a bitch. So I want to talk about how Nathaniel was already busy with somebody else. So this guy had full access to hit him in his face. And guess how much damage he caused?
How much?
A red mark underneath his eye. And that's it.
Oh my god. Someone called
He did
the cops.
nothing to him. He did nothing to him. Like a bitch, dude. Absolute pussy. Anyways. And so the most damage Nathaniel sustained from this fight was a bruised leg. And he chipped a tooth.
Yeah.
And that's it.
The price of war.
And I have it on footage, and it was really painful to watch. I'm really angry at this bitch. Not the somebody, but the bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, it'll make my day if he just like... It would make my day. Have you seen that guy who is working out, and then it comes down, and his leg just bends the wrong way?
Yeah.
Make my day if that happened.
That's funny.
Playing that in my head makes me happy. Well, not the guy who was working out. Seeing like the guy I'm talking about happen to him, that just makes me happy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not... People listening, don't worry about my mental health. I'm fine. I'm not actually going to do anything. I'm all talk. I'm just very angry.
You say that now, but then you're going to end up like Nathaniel fighting some dude.
And get hit from like nothing. He's gonna hit me and nothing's gonna happen.
The train keeps going where some other guy third parties and starts slapping the shit out of you. And then it moves on to the next person and the next person. Until there's no more people to third party.
Till they're all dead.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah, that's the fight. Moving on to more serious topics where I get, actually, I don't know, serious instead of me
now
talking
before
about
you get
how...
into this, right? Is it politics?
No. Both of them have nothing to do with politics.
Thank God.
So, last night, Joe Biden... I'm kidding. I saw this on TikTok. I saw it from this guy explaining the situation, so I went to both parties. This girl...
Political parties?
Yes. So this Republican... No. So this one girl makes this TikTok. She talks about all the abusive things her and her ex-boyfriend used to do to each other. And talks about how they used to like yell at each other, throw stuff at each other. Last one that got a 1,000 out of 10 put a shotgun in his mouth.
God damn.
Apparently he did this. And so she's making a joke about it, like TikTok dancing to a song behind it and everything. Saying how like this is the most abusive. Turns out when this situation happened, her boyfriend pulled out a gun, put it in his mouth, and she said, "You're not gonna do anything." Walks
no, please
out.
don't tell me.
Here's a gunshot. And
but she goes back in, and then he's not dead though, right? Like,
no, she waits 2 hours.
Okay, what the fuck?
And then calls the cops.
Dude, what a bitch.
I find an account from his friend, his like best friend, because this guy, he's from Korea or something. His parents are from Korea. His parents live in Korea. He lives in the U.S.
Mm-hmm.
And so don't talk to his family or see him. So he has like his friend group. his best friend was making TikToks about him. His nickname is Via. I don't remember his actual name. So hashtag justice for Via.
Wait, is he dead?
Remember him? He's dead. He killed himself.
Dude? That's so fucking stupid on the girl's part.
And he makes a bunch of TikToks saying how, like, calling her out and stuff.
Yeah,
He's now since deleted it. I'll explain that in a second. She makes a TikTok explaining it, crying, playing the victim card, saying, I had to leave in fear for my safety. Yeah, and I get it. If
safety my ass.
If someone has a gun. But guess what? I would rather die than see someone else kill themselves.
I think that's fair, yeah.
I will say this. She is at least 100%, not 100%. She is at least partly responsible for his suicide.
For sure, yeah.
And she is sitting playing the victim. And I get she doesn't, like, people shouldn't be sending death threats or anything to her. But she deserves any legal consequences from this.
100%, yeah.
His best friend has now deleted all those TikToks, apologizing, saying she doesn't deserve any death threats. But she is clearly in the wrong, is partly responsible, waited 2 hours to call the police, jokes about it on TikTok, and then plays the victim card. She deserves any legal repercussions that gets thrown her way.
So, like, was it like a double abusive relationship on the guys and the girls' part? Like, they're just toxic people?
Yeah, they were both being toxic to each other.
Why even have a relationship, honestly? Fuck women. Misogyny. This is America.
So, actually, I learned something pretty recently about, like, toxic relationships that it never occurred to me. I never knew this was a thing. So I'm gonna get kind of sexual for a second. So I apologize.
What?
So when people have sex, I'm gonna actually go here, and they I'm just gonna say climax, right? A part in their brain gets this weird reaction from the other person, and so you kind of have this, like, attachment to this person when you do that with someone.
Okay.
So if you're in an abusive relationship and you have sex, you're gonna have this attachment and realize, oh, I need them. They're good for me. We have this physical connection.
We fuck.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Even as bad as they may treat each other, they have this thing in their head where it's like, well, it's all right because of how good this area is, when in reality it's not. And so that never occurred to me. I never knew that was a thing. And so I understand being trapped in a toxic relationship, if that's the case, like, that's happening. And I will never fully understand it, but it's really infuriating.
That's fucked, yeah.
That's story number one.
Looks like 2 wrongs don't actually make a right.
The moral of the story is, hey, if someone puts a gun in their mouth, maybe do something instead of leave.
Yeah.
So yeah, that is remembering Via.
Do you think if you went to go rob a bank and you had a gun and you put it in your mouth and said, "Give me the money or I'll shoot myself," you think that would work better than pointing it at the cashier?
I feel like I've seen this happen. I feel like I've seen this as a news article, and I feel like it worked.
I feel like it works more.
I don't.
That's kind of fucked to say, but you know.
But at the same time, I feel like people are selfish and they care more about themselves.
Exactly.
In general.
But I mean,
so it's like, here, do you want to die or watch someone die? And I know that. I feel like there is some people, obviously, like, based on the story I just said, there's people out there who is like, it's not me. Who cares?
Yeah.
So. Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, if you take all the selfishness away, and you know you're not gonna, like, shoot yourself, I'm sure you can get away.
I'm sure you could guilt trip people, and yeah, you could totally.
Yeah, but then of course, you know, you'll be caught, tracked down, and then probably brutally murdered by cops, of course.
Is that political? Do you hate cops? Do you
Oh
back
no,
the blue?
dude. Okay, new topic. Let's go.
No. Answer the question.
No.
Do you back the blue? You don't back the blue? You're
Uh,
a scumbag.
Uh,
Just say yes. Just say yes.
yeah.
You racist. You support racist cops. No, I'm kidding. For everyone listening, I know. I thought that's how you grabbed it. For anyone who's listening, he just grabbed a blue water bottle.
I subconsciously grabbed this. Is my bed blue?
Racist? No. Okay.
The only cop I support is Judy Hopps. Okay.
That ties into that one podcast episode where you said you watched Zootopia 7 times in one day.
Back to back. Yep. Never again.
So, do you have anything else before I share my next series topic?
No.
All right. Time to get into topic number 2, which actually depresses me if it's true.
And the other one didn't. I guess it makes you more mad than anything, but...
Yeah, it makes me more mad than anything. This one just makes me sad if it's true. So,
damn.
One of my favorite sitcoms of all time may have to be Drake and Josh, starring Josh Peck and Drake Bell. Drake Bell has been pretty cool. I made the cool theme song. He voiced Spider-Man in a Spider-Man cartoon I used to watch as well. Did a bunch of music. Kind of a weird guy from like his Instagram post. He posted like a picture of himself naked. Kind of weird.
Okay.
Besides the point. So Drake Bell, my opinion, pretty cool guy. I could do no wrong. I'm just gonna say this right now. He is innocent until proven guilty, and I don't believe there's enough evidence to prove him guilty.
Oh no, what happened?
So, a TikTok came out.
Of
from
course,
a girl
it's TikTok.
saying from have you seen the "Don't like you can't hurt my feelings" trend?
Nope.
Play flashing lights. Plays this song. So it's called like Bulletproof or whatever, and it says something along the lines of "You can't hurt my feelings because of blank." For example, hit star from Best Friends One Ever, Landry Bender, who me and Nathaniel desperately need her to give us attention because she is very good looking. She made that TikTok and said, "You can't hurt my feelings because I was a child actor." Or someone like, "My dad was abusive," something along those lines.
You can't hurt my feelings because I'm a theater kid. Well, I got news for you.
Pretty sure that's one of them. Pretty sure that's one of them.
I got news for them. I'm going to hurt their feelings in many ways.
So TikTok comes out saying, "You can't hurt my feelings because from age 16 to 19, I was in an abusive relationship with Drake Bell."
Okay, yeah.
So this by itself, like a lot of these are obviously faked just to get attention, especially considering it's a current trend going around. So like getting attention, hopping on a current trend will give you attention already, and if you make it controversial, you're going to get attention. So this on itself is not enough evidence to incriminate Drake Bell.
Okay.
She comes out with another TikTok showing a bunch of pictures, which at least I assume are her. Some of them don't look like her to me. One of them didn't look like her. She could have totally just changed in that from 2006 to now. I understand that, but really didn't look like her. She talks about how Drake Bell was an alcoholic and abusive towards her verbally and physically, and she lived with him from when she was 16, which, by the way, is
not okay.
She is 16 and he was 20 at the time.
So that's not okay. Yeah.
So that's not okay considering she's not a legal adult and he is.
Of course, if this is true and all.
Exactly. And so this comes out, shows a bunch of pictures of her and Drake Bell. She hints at a bunch of underage girls, and then a bunch of other women come out. My guy is getting Me Too'd, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Bunch of other women on Twitter, at least, or people in her DMs of this girl who called them out, are like, "Thank you for talking about this. My friend, when she was 15, slept with Drake Bell."
You know, I find
two
that
people said that.
I find that a little bit hard to believe, just a little bit.
Yeah.
But of course, if this is true, then you know. More
yeah,
power
I
to them.
apologize. I apologize if this is true, but two people both said, "My friend who is 15 slept with Drake Bell."
I don't know, dude.
Kind of weird. And so at this time, he was like 20, I believe. This is like 2006.
So even more not okay, yeah.
Yeah, 2006 really made the difference. I'm joking. Some girl on Twitter came out and said that Drake Bell reached out to her and wanted nudes from her, and she was 15 or 14 at the time, I believe.
That's even more bad.
And then they both agreed to FaceTime naked, I believe. And after this, he deleted all of his messages, and she was going to go through with it, and he deleted all of his messages and backed out, which definitely is the smart move if it's true.
Yeah. If it's true, of course. In a scenario where this is true, hope justice is served.
Yeah. An email was leaked from someone showing her emailing Drake Bell, talking about the relationship, saying, "Hey, I'm leaving you. This is too much of a toxic relationship." She has that same thing where it's like, "I need to be with you, but you hurt me, so I'm leaving." It has probably that sex thing I talked about earlier.
Right, yeah.
And so it looks like I haven't finished the full video I was watching on all of it, so there may be more allegations. I don't know if he's responded or not yet. But looks like my guy is getting Me Too'd.
It happens.
If this is true, I'll be very disappointed because I have, or at least, I'll say have for right now. I have tremendous respect for Drake Bell. And if this is true, it's all gone.
Wait a minute.
If it's not true,
are you biased right now? Are you sexist and racist and homophobic?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me too.
Wait a minute.
This is a joke, guys. This is a joke.
Yeah, it's true. If you can't tell by the tone of our voices, that was a joke.
And the joke may not be funny for you, but
it's funny to us,
for someone
so
else.
who cares?
Yeah, who the fuck cares? Who the fuck cares? Okay.
But if it's not true, that's a bit sad that women just get to do that, and tons of people believe them.
Yeah, not saying not they're not all false,
Yeah, not all of them are false, but not all of them are true.
Exactly.
And the people who are not true and are lying about it,
go fuck yourself.
I agree, because they are really damaging to the actual movement of calling people out for their mistakes.
True.
Two things with this. Cancel. First of all, someone has made a mistake in the past, or at least women Me Tooing someone. That's pretty wrong. That's messed up. Should never happen. But do I believe they should never get a job again? No. If they've shown improvement and they haven't done that, then fine. Let's move on. Let's call them out. Let's realize that they made a mistake and let's acknowledge it. Let's not act like they're the only one who's made a mistake in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that may sound a bit offensive and abrasive to those who have gone through this, and I apologize, but me getting angry at the bitch I was talking about earlier, he's not gonna get hurt. He did something really effed up, in my opinion, and guess what? His life moves on.
Hey, you never know. Karma's a bitch, dude. Karma might have your back soon.
I don't think so in this scenario. But
hey, if news comes out that he gets
paper
cut,
I will feel bad. I will feel bad if he does actually get hurt.
If he gets a paper cut, dude.
Yeah, I'm just very angry.
Hell yeah, dude.
So yeah, we need to acknowledge that, but they should be able to at least get some sort of a job or some sort of normalcy. Obviously, I don't know. I think it's a case by case scenario in this situation, but and it really takes and my other thought about people who lie about this, if it's not true and you're lying about it, it takes away from those trying to actually call someone out.
Yeah.
So for your own attention.
The reason we're so cynical and kind of cautious about this is because
yes.
It's happened.
Yes, because there's women or anyone,
Women.
in fact, who have lied,
Women.
about this type of stuff for either attention or to get back at someone for something. I've seen women do this because they've been rejected. Like our situation with hashtag justice for Izu. He rejected someone and they pushed him to suicide. So, like, it's happened before and it's going to happen again. And so
It's gonna keep happening.
Exactly. It's not an issue that I feel like can be solved at this time.
It's a women issue. I hate women, dude. Okay, that's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. I love everyone. I love everyone like a brother.
But not like a sister?
No.
I got you there.
It just keeps going deeper and deeper.
It's true. Not like a stepbrother, stepsister. But not an issue that can be solved. So until I get concrete evidence on Drake Bell, I'm gonna say he is innocent until proven guilty.
And you know, when we say innocent until proven guilty, that doesn't mean like, you know, they're clean, flawless, and like innocent. Like obviously, like
wait a minute.
Their current
they
title
just didn't
would be
commit this crime until they've proven it. They're not like I'm not gonna be.
I feel like white people don't like that, especially like the newer generation. You know, kind of like.
I think that's a bit racist.
Let me explain myself. Okay.
Okay.
It's like, wait a minute. You're saying that they're innocent until they're proven guilty, so they're just innocent, right? Like I feel like that's like the mindset, but in reality, it's more like they're being thoroughly investigated and they're pending. It's like pending.
Yeah.
So instead of thinking of them as innocent, think of them as like pending.
They're in purgatory.
They're in an a small state in between. Innocent and guilty, kind of like how
where things can't go back into
solid,
normal.
you know?
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. I agree. I have that mindset.
I feel like they're in that transitioning state right there. You know?
I thought you were going to go into that. White people can't accept that it's innocent until proven guilty. It's guilty until proven innocent. That's where you're going with that, Mike. It's a bit racist. I've seen tons of people of different races do that.
I mean, like, people like my sister who don't believe in innocent until proven guilty, which is just appalling to me in the first place. And when you
it's true.
And when you, like, give the answer that it's, like, the justice system, this is how it works, she says, well, the justice system is corrupt anyways. Like, it matters.
Yeah,
and I feel like that's a super anarchist way of thinking.
I agree.
I feel like the justice system is, like, good right now. It's a good thing that we have the justice system as it is.
I agree, but there's obviously improvements. I feel like there's a lot of people who have actually like raped women.
There are people that
get
have
away.
Definitely been wronged by the justice system, like innocents, like actually put in jail and shit. Like it's not flawless, but
and there's
it's better than nothing.
Who get to walk free.
Yeah, fuck.
After committing, yeah. I mean, it's not perfect, but I think
it's better than nothing, honestly.
Yeah, there can be improvements, and having that attitude of it's all corrupt is a wrong way of thinking. We are not all living in Gotham City. The police are not all corrupt. This isn't Batman.
Speaking of Gotham City, new Batman movie.
Batman trailer.
Yeah,
I'm honestly hyped. I'm very hyped.
I heard people really liked it.
It looks like it has like the tone of the Joker.
Yeah, I heard like
it's very like dark and edgy.
Yeah, I heard it's like super dark and shit, and people like it for that. Honestly.
Yeah, that's what I like. So the only I'm not much of a comic book guy anymore. I used to be very nerdy when it comes to that. Like I can tell you stories from comic books that I probably shouldn't know, or like not that I shouldn't know. I'm a bit embarrassed for knowing.
Tell me the Marvel Zombies universe.
Okay, so basically in the Marvel Zombies universe, what happens is zombies take over, right?
Yeah.
And for example, Spider-Man, he gets infected.
Yep.
Yeah, he's a zombie. And he kills Mary Jane and eats her and eats Aunt May, and he is very angry because he doesn't want to do it, but he's also a zombie. That's a true story.
I know. I actually saw a video on it. It was very cool.
Yes. So I know a bunch of other stories from like Batman and stuff as well. But the only like Batman media that I really consume nowadays are the video games, the Batman Arkham series.
Lego
It's very
Batman.
dark. Yeah, that's true. That is a good game as well. But the Arkham games, very edgy, very dark, very entertaining, very good games. They're like Spider-Man but darker and edgier and came out before.
Mm-hmm.
Very fun. I like it. I like the tone of it. It's not perfectly grounded. It doesn't feel very realistic, but it feels like as realistic as it can be with the material.
Yeah.
Watching the new Batman trailer, it feels even more realistic. Obviously, there's like just stuff that are like physically impossible to that will happen in this movie. That just happens with any movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like for example, like action thriller movies, like let's say like Die Hard or something. I'm sure there's like unrealistic things in that movie, and that's just gonna happen. But this feels as grounded as can be with like no like superpowers or anything based on what I've seen. Just real people
Just
being
real men being real. And man.
yes. I do love the song choice for the trailer. For anyone who doesn't know, it was used in Zestiest 4 at the end when characters Ricardo and Jack Nichols both get killed.
Wow. Yeah.
The song is Something in the Way by Nirvana. It was a very excellent song choice. Felt good. It felt normal. I don't know how that kind of came out weird. But it felt good. I liked it. Police are out.
What?
Your sirens in the back. I don't think you'll hear it. I don't think
hear
they'll
them
get
now. Wait, did you see the police were outside? Don't go
Yeah.
outside, dude. They'll shoot you. They know you're half Mexican, dude. They'll shoot you. They'll shoot you on sight.
It's true. It's true. It's true. I have my babers.
your babers.
Yeah, my boober. Phineas and Ferb movie, I believe, comes out tomorrow or
Oh,
today.
really?
I believe so. That's something we talked about in the very first episode of this podcast. Let me just double check right now.
Where's it coming out from?
Disney Plus.
Of course. Of course.
Very exciting. Very exciting. Glad to see that thing that we talked about in like 2 episodes now be concluded.
Yep.
We'll probably talk about it next episode. I don't know.
Maybe.
And
Who knows? So yeah, I've been getting back into that Minecraft grind.
Oh yeah.
I've been playing on a
On
solo
the server?
world. Nope, not even. Nope, I don't want to go back into the server ever. Because if I go back into the server, I'll have to finish Christ the Redeemer statue, and I just don't want to do it. Even though I'm like 50% done.
Yeah, 50%. Yeah.
Yeah, I have the upper torso, the head, and the arms left. So like,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have this big project in my solo worlds. I actually made a sheep farm, an auto sheep farm. Yeah.
But you can't find any brown sheep.
I can't. But just when I do find one,
dye a sheep brown.
When I do find a brown sheep, this is America. I hate that TikTok so much.
I love it.
I think they've gotten really creative with it though. It's getting funnier and funnier.
It is. I have really bad driving habits.
Road rage?
No, I yesterday it was nighttime. Forgot to turn on my lights for like 5 minutes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was parked at Winco and I drove off from Winco and I get on the road and this car passes me and he has his lights on. Do I? I don't have my lights on. Maybe I should turn those on.
How do you not know if you have your lights on or not? How dark was it?
It wasn't dark. Well, I mean, it was like the sky is dark, but there's enough lights illuminating the road where I didn't know.
Gotcha. Yeah, even for me, if the road turns the slightest of blue, lights are on. Lights are up by 6 o'clock.
Technically, I drove for the first time in rain because it rained on my way home a little bit. It
Did you Did you, water plane?
Yeah, clearly with like the 2 drops of water. Yeah, I had to turn on my windshield wipers for 30 seconds, and that was it of the rain.
Hmm.
What else did I do that was pretty stupid the other day? I'm pretty sure I cut off this lady the other day with her son, and I saw her just be like,
What's wrong with you?
it was an accident, okay? These 2 lanes are merging, and I'm like, oh wait, I need to go in the other lane. I just didn't turn my blinkers on. I just went in. This lady, I just hear. For anyone who is watching or who's listening, I just like made a disappointed face.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't driven in a while. But hopefully
Probably
when
should.
hopefully when Corona kind of lifts a little bit, I'll be driving to the YMCA always.
The YMCA.
Yeah.
Can't wait till I get a car and I'm just gonna drive to school. And then at lunchtime, you and me can just like go somewhere.
We can just leave.
Yeah. Actually, like, I just realized something. When is our like lunch advisory time? Because technically, can't we just like?
You're saying that, but we have online school for the one
I know.
semester, which is so stupid.
I know. I'm saying like, couldn't we just like record the podcast then? During
How
that
much
time?
lunchtime do we have? Don't we have a longer lunchtime this year?
Well, if we don't have advisory, then yes, it would be like 40
Well,
minutes.
we don't have advisory, so I'm pretty sure we have a longer lunch period.
Yeah. So we have. Let me check my schedule. We have. Actually, wait a minute. We also have a study hall, which is going to be useless. We have.
Useless
that's
for
true. We
you,
can
but
get.
I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna need my study hall.
Yeah, we can get into the Discord call during study hall and talk while we do our work.
My God, imagine they make us go into like the study hall, like
They have a
Zoom
Discord,
call.
the Vision Charter server.
Yeah.
Lunch is only like. Whoa, that's actually. That's 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes already. Doesn't say anything about advisory.
Yeah, because our advisory is our first period.
God, I hope. That's painful. So for the first time since like since the first time ever, me and Andrew don't have like very close schedules.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
We're pretty. Meaning now I'm gonna have to call someone else who's in my classes and tell them to suck it. You're stuck. I need help.
But I'm pretty sure we have the same
Work and stuff from the
No,
classes that we.
like, aren't we in the same history class? Because I saw in the emails for when Mr. Schiffler sent out history stuff. I saw that you.
Oh yeah, you already did Western Civ and government. So you have government 6th period.
Yeah.
Then yeah, we have that. We also have leadership and
Student government, you mean? It's not leadership. It is actually much cooler than that. It is the student government.
We're going to plan our first Zoom social. We also have study hall together. What do you have 2nd period, 2nd semester?
I think it's still study hall.
No, because we can only have study hall for 1 semester.
Let me check.
I have 3D art. Second, for both semesters, you have study hall.
Yeah.
That's not possible. That's not allowed.
Let me show you. You might have to blur some of this. Let me open my Discord again. Let me know when you can see it.
What the fuck?
Yeah?
I got baited hard, bro.
They felt bad for me because I'm taking 2 English classes this year.
True.
Not because I'm behind, but because I hate myself. So, yeah. Maybe I'll become an English major. That'd be cool. Learn big words.
Learn big words like...
Like philanthropy. It's hard to believe that some people in our grade have moved on to junior.
It's true. Some of us, I don't know how.
Some of us, I don't know if they'll make it.
I think they will.
Like one person, when I was grading their papers, they put U, the letter U, to say you know? And I'm like, I don't know how you're gonna make it in
Tuna?
life.
Tuna? Is this person
Oh,
Tuna?
yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know how they're gonna make it.
That is their code name. Yeah, I don't think they will.
I feel very pretentious saying that, because me, myself, I'm not even sure if I'm gonna make it.
We will. I personally, I don't know. High school is dumb. I don't know. I have differing opinions.
Just don't do high school.
Yeah, if there's anything you want to take away from this podcast, don't go to school, kids, and do drugs and do alcohol and smoke the trees.
Mm-hmm. Damn straight.
For all legal reasons, that was a joke.
I think that's it.
No, it's not it. You know why? Because we have been recording for 55 minutes. I don't want to cut it short today. We've been saving topics, and it's been a very big week for
Big
politics, of course.
So, Joe Biden.
So, Obama.
We gotta finish Danny Fenton season 2.
How many episodes left?
I'm pretty sure we're only 4 episodes deep, so we have 16, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, we do gotta do that someday.
Mm-hmm.
Probably today.
Someday, probably. I'm so hungry right now. I haven't eaten since.
I eaten a few minutes before the podcast.
I haven't eaten since 5 o'clock yesterday, maybe.
Oh yeah.
I had some pretty trash Roaring Springs pizza, overly priced for low quality food. Me and Trevor went halvesies, so I spent $10 on a pizza, and literally this pizza is $20 for a cheese pizza, no toppings. If we wanted pepperoni, it would have been $28.
Damn, it's fucking
overly priced, and it wasn't that good. Cheese felt very cheap. Sauce pretty bad. Crust was alright actually. But everything else
pretty crusty. So what do you think about maps? Do you know what a map is?
Like a map or
no,
like a physical Google map?
The Twitter definition of map.
Do you know what that is? Talking about WAP?
No, we'll talk about WAP.
I don't know what a map is.
A map is a minorly attracted person. It hurts to say that. It really does.
A minorly attractive person?
A minor, attracted person. Like someone attracted to...
So, Millie Bobby Brown?
No, a pedophile. That's what it is. And, yeah, I guess, people on Twitter have been like, these guys are okay, dude. They're just minorly attracted people. They acknowledge that they're pedophiles, but they don't really do anything.
Oh.
And I think that's still bad. That's honestly shit.
Oh, I thought this was just this is a minor I'm attracted to, but I'm not. I'm just gonna say it at this time because I don't want to be a pedo. But
and it's it's shit. What are you doing?
Do you have a blanket?
Oh,
I'm getting hot now. Think about all these minors. Kidding. That was a joke. I'm also a minor.
But yeah, it's kind of fucked. I think it's still wrong.
I agree.
And
if you were attracted to someone below,
people are like, "This is a sexuality. This is okay."
That is concerning.
That is very concerning. And in fact, I think you need to take a mental checkup. And
I agree. And maybe a bullet to the groin area.
That would be my cure for it. Yeah.
I don't get the justification for pedophilia.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, here's what I don't feel like I should have to explain this. If you're attracted to someone who's below the legal age, let's say you're 18 and she's 16, you're both still in high school. I mean, technically, if you both date before you turn 18, I guess that is legal.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Once you're a legal adult out of high school and you're dating someone younger than you, that's where I kind of draw the line and get a bit like sus. And then it gets worse when she's way younger than that. For example, let's say I'm 20 and I'm attracted to someone in middle school. I shouldn't have to explain how that's wrong, but like, one, that's weird. Two, they're not fully sexually developed. I don't know. I don't understand that.
And even like mentally developed for that matter. In fact,
Exactly.
I think they're still a devil. And I hate kids. I hate kids to death. I think kids should burn. I hate them.
But you're a kid. You want to kill yourself? This is your suicide note?
I fucking hate that like rebuttal. It's like, wait a minute, but you're a kid. Foreheed. Ha ha ha. You're a kid. Fuck, shut the fuck up. I hate kids, dude. That's the point.
So you hate yourself.
Why am I in 2 English classes? I love myself, obviously.
That was good. I enjoyed that. But yeah, don't
like children. That's the takeaway.
Don't like children. If like someone your own age.
And if you can't find someone your own age, eHarmony,
then don't.
Grindr. There's all sorts of websites.
Tinder.
Grindr again. Yeah.
Why are you assuming that everyone who's a pedophile is also gay?
It's very strange, but like I feel like there's also a large dominion of gay people who are also like pedophiles. I would know that wording is wrong, but like pedophiles who are gay.
You're saying that most pedophiles are gay.
I'm not saying most of them are, but I'm saying that there's a
large amount of pedophiles are gay and do things to little boys instead of little girls.
There is an alarmingly substantial number, And if I know anything from all the Chris Hansen videos I've seen, it's at least a 50-50 split. At least. That may be because he's curating them and he's showing us gay and straight because he believes in true equality. Or maybe it's not. Who knows?
I don't know.
Also, liking images of underage anime characters. It's kind of weird. That's a little weird.
But they're not real, so I don't think it counts.
That's what everyone says, but it's like I saw this thing on Twitter. It's like I don't know how I should word this, but it's like
quote it.
I can't quote it because I can't remember it, but I'm trying to word it the best I can without
paraphrase
sounding fucking weird.
This sound weird because you're saying what someone else is saying. Who cares?
It's like
this isn't your take, is it?
I don't know, dude.
If it's not your take, then who cares?
Okay, but it's like a lewd drawing of a character, and it's like I like this, but this isn't CP. You know what I mean by CP? Then it's like
Child Protective Services.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's not what that means, by the way, for people listening who are confused.
It's like there's this drawing, and it's like, okay, but this is just a drawing, and then the rebuttal's like a drawing of what though?
That's fair.
And I'm like, that's a fair.
I'm joking when I'm joking when I say, well, they're not real, but I don't know.
But also the counter argument is they're fake. They're just drawings. Yeah,
they're not drawings of real life children, but still, it's kind of weird.
Drawings of what though? I.e., every Pokemon
moving
girl
on
ever.
From that. Oh,
Misty, I lost.
Moving on from. Never mind. Can't say the joke. But So WAP, you got a WAP, boy?
Wet ass P word. So hypothetically speaking, let's say that my wife has a wet ass P word. I love it. It's funny. I heard the song is good. You like the song?
It's by Cardi B, so no.
So no. I heard it actually bops. I heard some people actually like it.
First of all, it's Cardi B, so no.
So no. Okay.
Two, that's physically impossible for a Cardi B song to bop. I don't know. I might get some flack for this, but I don't know. I prefer music that's deeper than just hey.
I prefer
sex
real music.
No, I just prefer music that goes deeper than hey, sex words that are inappropriate. I have those.
I feel like people, I mean, there's like a market, surely.
There's obviously a market for that, but I don't know. It's not what I want in my music. I don't care for
But
that.
I mean,
I'd rather
I
have
feel like the
something deeper.
main controversy of the song would be the intense imagery.
The
song-
dancing, the TikTok dancing to it.
No, more
Have you
like
seen the TikTok dance to it? Because
No.
it's pretty. So there's, I don't know, the girls who do it.
Speaking
weird.
of TikTok dancing and little girls, Netflix.
Oh yeah, cuties.
Yeah,
This goes back to literally what we just talked about. So basically, this movie should be canceled. It's about a little girl joining a twerk dance comp.
You say your thing. You say your voice, and I'll say mine in a minute.
All right. So I've read the description for it both times because they now changed it. So little girl wants to join twerk dance group, and she's 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
That should already raise some eyebrows. So what I found out is director of this movie or whatever, this documentary, has done like promoting sexual stuff with kids before in other movies.
Mm-hmm.
But on his Wikipedia that got changed as soon as this came out because people don't want to think he's like, I don't know.
I thought it was a woman who directed this.
I don't believe so, or at least like someone who is a part of the crew who's made him like is very important to this. Has done this before with other young girls for movies like this.
Mm-hmm.
And then I've heard that over 650 girls had to try out and dance in front of these people. I'm assuming at least one of them was a man.
And Harvey Weinstein was there, and he was like, "Here, put this on."
Jeffrey Epstein came back from the dead to watch this.
Yeah.
And I believe the movie should not exist.
Okay, so now here's my turn. I don't want to be a contrarian or anything, but I am going to be defending this movie a little bit.
Oh my god.
Hear me out.
You're a pedophile.
This movie was actually royally fucked by Netflix. And because this movie was originally a film featured at like some French Sundance like thing, and it's like a very heavily awarded film. And it turns out like the film is almost nothing like how the advertisements say or anything like that. In fact, it's more about like a girl growing up in like a very conservative household and then finding like an outlet in dance and shit. And it's actually like a good movie, I've heard, for the French people. And like in French it's like called like Minons or something like that. And
well, the French people can't stand up for anything. All they do is surrender. So
yeah, fuck them.
So French people.
Yeah, I heard like, and Netflix, the American side of things, just really fucked this film. Like it's horrible. Like
well, here's the thing.
Yeah, it's bad.
No matter how good the movie is, if it's an 11-year-old girl who is sexually dancing,
I don't think it was sexually dancing.
Fucked.
I think that's like the Netflix, like what they thought it was, like the version of it. I'm pretty sure it's... They
also like now have changed the description of what you just said of a girl coming of age in conservative household. Honestly, I don't believe that. I believe they had a PR nightmare and they had to quickly come up with a way to excuse this. And I don't know. I don't want to watch the movie, but I might have.
I'm not watching the movie, but like it's definitely like showing that like Netflix just did not handle this right, because like first of all they fucked any like publicity that this movie could ever have, and they've painted it in a negative light.
Depending on how this movie actually is, I feel like the movie did that itself. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't care that much. I mean, I do care about the message, but I don't really want to watch the movie just to be proven right.
I don't want to watch little kids dance. I don't know. Either way, even if it's a wholesome movie or something, I don't want to watch little kids dance. I just really don't. That's not my cup of tea. No. But yeah, like posters and shit, where it's like girls had to dress up like that and do those poses, and they've probably had to do multiple takes. And like hundreds and hundreds of young girls doing that. It's horrible.
Yes.
Now I'm pretty sure in the French version of the cover, it's actually a lot more clothed. It's a lot more normal.
I said I was just referencing my Transformers character for my screenplay.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of it?
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We asked you.
Well, he goes by the name of.
Oh no!
Yeah. It should. I don't know. I hope it gets picked up by Netflix.
Yeah, speaking of Netflix, I think Netflix is just shit right now. They've been doing shit. The people who work behind it, they're just shit.
Yeah. We got the kissing booth too.
Fuck yeah,
that
dude.
Makes it that makes it all better.
I know that in fact removes all the guilt and shame that Netflix has just for this one movie.
Yeah.
I can't wait for this movie.
Yeah, I'm totally over them getting rid of Back to the Future and soon to be The Office. I'm totally not canceling my subscription now.
Mm-hmm.
So how's your leg?
How's your teeth?
Not better. It's the same.
Oh, good.
But it's fine.
So should we wrap?
Should we whap? Whap! Let's whap it, boys.
Whap,
Should we?
whap means wet ass penis now, by the way. And
Yeah, at Roaring Springs,
We changed it.
Why?
we had to change it.
'Cause
so that
we
way
don't
it's more
have
relatable to
keywords.
our situation.
Yeah, because we're in the
Penises
water.
were
And
damp.
we had
Gotcha.
whap.
We just needed to relate to it.
Yeah, we had whaps.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Betty whap.
Fetty whap. Oh no.
Okay. Yeah, let's wrap. This has been episode 8.
Yeah, we are now uploading on Tuesdays, it looks like.
Yep. Every Tuesday.
Oh god.
And yeah.
That's all we got
Any
for you
last
this
words?
week. We'll see you.
Okay. Yeah. Get out of here. Click off.
I think we should salute our fallen comrades. I think we both have very different sides.
Thank you for watching this episode of the Busty Boys podcast. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, hit like, and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.